Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, 16 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock. That's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On second down, it's Sanders, and no room to maneuver there. there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the result of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Room here to run. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there, followed the 26. On 1st down, it's gone. Open man is Hansen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hansen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. He's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to
touchdown. TJ Hawkinson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The goal is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Take it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as they get it up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown to last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay,
down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Take it at about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They're dreams of an undefeated season shattered with loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet who feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, you think you can do it the whole season? Can you do it the whole way? It does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Now Goff on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again is gone. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there to turn this into a bigger gain.
On 4th down, Goff. Under a heavy down he goes. Through one quarter, 14-7, our score. First and 10. Here's Kaepernick. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now Kaepernick. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Kaepernick now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end down at Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The throw, Kaepernick. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Again, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just a few inches here. To throw, Kaepernick. Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
All of that.
Caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Throwing again on second down. Goff being chased down left. Now a first down throw. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
Steps away to his left. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we're going to check him. Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, man.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Kaepernick throw. And connecting quickly with Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Kaepernick to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him right at the midfield stripe. Levi Onwuzurike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Oh, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down. Boyle out to his left. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Steps away. Look to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The red zone now. This is and the Lions are going to be set up with a first ball pass that moves all the way down to the 1. Rolling to his left. Quickly here, and that's complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Looking to throw. Boyle. Forced that. He's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Rodney McLeod showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin the next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
That shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep keep moving. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath, and they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A give running left. It's Sanders fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Quick slant here to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We play for corners. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st down, Boyle. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their 1st interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Davidson to his left.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10, sliding out of the pocket. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise at this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Boyle. And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, sailed on it. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Rolling to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll get this off to Swift. We got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here. It looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quinton Cephas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return just beyond the goal line. And they'll get it down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense has to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumbling.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
It's going to be intercepted. Pick up Trace Walker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. As you say all the time, team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down, give yourself an opportunity. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down to the go with Swift again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Boyle being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tim Boyle, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions use the short field of their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rager will not return it, so come out to the 25. So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Pass complete, Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Kaepernick. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. Because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against the dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball. You can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Kaepernick to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there. He throws it anyway.
On the ground, Swift to start the drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Swift. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running is Swift. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Charles, why didn't they just take the lead there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. It happened in college. What happened in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw. This didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Jones shorted.